Hey guys, Annie Bardonsky here. Wow, that was weird. I never say my last name. In case you didn't know my last name though, it is Bardonsky. Anyway, I'm back today with another law of attraction / manifestation video because this has been a huge, highly requested topic on my channel for months now. And I'm glad you guys like this topic because it is a huge part of my life. If you're not familiar with me or my channel, I have been sharing my personal growth over the last several years, and just a few years back, I was super depressed. I weighed 30 more pounds. I was making about $10 an hour babysitting about 4 days a week, and I just had a lot of toxic things going on behind the scenes. And now I've shared my progress of completely turning my life around, doing really well financially, moving into my dream apartment, pretty much manifesting all of the things, well, the majority of the things on my vision boards. And yeah, that's why I make these videos, to share with you guys how I've progressed so much and what I do, in hopes that maybe it can inspire and help some of you. So if you do like when I share my personal development and law of attraction videos, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. And if you're new here, go check out some of my other videos. I have a good little collection of this style of video piling up. With that being said, visualization is the topic of today's video. Visualizations have been so huge for me with accomplishing what I've accomplished. So far in each of my scripting and visualization videos, I've shared a passage from the book, The Success Principles, How to Get From Where You Are to Where You Want to Be. And this is just a little passage on visualization. And this book is where I first really understood and learned about visualizations, and reading that several years back was when I started doing visualization. So instead of reading it again, I'm just gonna show you that clip. Roll the clip. Visualization, or the act of creating compelling and vivid pictures in your mind, may be the most underutilized success tool you possess. When you perform any task in real life, researchers have found your brain uses the same identical processes it would use if you were only vividly visualizing that activity. In other words, your brain sees no difference whatsoever between visualizing something and actually doing it. It also says, when you visualize your goals as already complete each and every day, it creates a conflict in your subconscious mind between what you are visualizing and what you currently have. Your subconscious mind works to resolve that conflict by turning your current reality into the new, more exciting vision. Yes, I know any of you who've been watching all my videos have heard this multiple times, but sometimes you have to hear things a bunch of times for it to really be ingrained in you. And I think that's a really good thing to know and to keep in mind, that yes, law of attraction, there's definitely this woo-woo element to it 100%, but there's also psychology behind it. So basically, to summarize up what you just saw, your mind cannot tell the difference between your reality and you vividly visualizing something, really picturing it and feeling what that would feel like as you're visualizing it. And with that, your brain really wants what you're picturing for yourself, what you're visualizing, to match your reality. It wants it all to be consistent. So once you get really set on what you want things to look like and feel like for yourself, subconsciously your brain is going to seek out ways to make that happen. It's going to notice opportunities. It's going to come up with new ideas. It's going to make these connections that maybe you weren't noticing or seeing before. And just in general, it's going to push you in that direction. And if you know what you want and you see an opportunity that is aligned with that thing that you want, you're gonna be like, oh, there we go, that's a sign, I'm gonna go for that. That's exactly what I've been asking for, whatever that may be. Whether you're trying to manifest, I always go back to the example of my apartment, because that again is the hugest thing that I've manifested for myself. But if it's a new home life, a new house or whatever, you can just have this vague idea of I don't know, I want a better life, I want a better house, I want more money. Or you can really visualize specifically what those things look like and feel like. And it's know what you want and let things unfold as they happen. So for me, when I was in super duper manifestation mode over the last year to get to where I am now, I was doing visualizations often, maybe every day. I feel like it was pretty close to every day. That's not necessarily necessary, but that is what felt good to me at the time. I felt so excited to sit for like 10 minutes in the morning and just visualize what my new life would look like, how it would feel. Again, I will say this a billion times. It's not just closing your eyes and picturing images of what you want, but try to get into that feeling. That is the key. Every video I'm gonna say this. The key to manifestation is feeling what you want. When you're visualizing, really try to make it feel real. What is the feeling you think that thing that you want to manifest will bring you? What is that feeling? Is it excitement? Is it confidence? Is it joy? Is it a feeling of being empowered? What is it that you want? What do you think that will make you feel? And bring that feeling into your current reality. You know what joy feels like. I said this in my last Law of Attraction video. You know what happiness feels like. You know what like excitement feels like. You know what it's like when you receive something. You know what that feels like for you. For me, that like excitement of accomplishment feels, I don't know, just like this energy running through me, this excitement, this happiness, and I know that feeling. And just by thinking of that feeling, I can start feeling that in my body. I even sometimes get goosebumps just from thinking about it. So you can bring that feeling into your current experience, and you want to bring that feeling into when you're visualizing it. So specifically for me, when I would visualize, for one, I often would do this guided visualization, and the way the guy would guide me, I wouldn't even do exactly what he said. I kind of would take it over in my mind and do my own thing. So I have recommended that visualization before, and I will link it down below, but just know I didn't do exactly what the guy in the visualization said, but I've learned that it's just as good to sit, turn on some meditation music, and let myself visualize as I please. But what I would recommend is in the morning or night, just turn on some meditation music, close your eyes, start doing some breaths, like literally just breathe, deep breaths, deep belly breaths, and connecting in with your body. And when I say connect with your body, I mean like connect into what your body feels like. Breathe and feel the sensations in your body. That's how to get out of your head and like get present. Just feel and observe the feelings in your body. And as you like breathe into those for a little while, I don't know, 5 deep breaths or so, just to calm yourself down and get present, start trying to kind of bring in that feeling of excitement and joy and happiness and openness. Try to bring that feeling now. And then I just like to visualize what that thing that I want to manifest would look like. For me, a huge goal is when my lease is up, I want to move up to a 1-bedroom loft apartment. So I visualize myself waking up in one of those loft apartments, and I try to make that visualization in my mind as vivid as possible. Like I picture myself in this bed, waking up in this bed in that apartment, and I just take myself through kind of the morning, waking up and getting out of bed and, you know, making my celery juice in that apartment and, you know, journaling in that apartment. And I visualize myself getting ready and going down to the gym and then taking the elevator back up to that apartment, and, you know, just the things that I would do throughout the day. And I just really try to bring that like excitement and gratitude of what actually being there would feel like. It's so important to bring that feeling into the visualization. It's not just about closing your eyes and picturing something. It's about feeling something. It's about becoming an energetic match for the things that you want. So that is like the best way to do it, is just to visualize and feel what it would feel like if you already had that thing. What would that feeling feel like? You've already experienced that feeling. Now just apply it to that thing that you want, whatever that may be. And just give yourself some time in that visualization, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10. I'm more of like a 10-minute zone kind of person. Of course, there are, like I said, guided visualizations that you can do. That's totally fine. I've only tried a couple. I usually just type into YouTube quick guided meditation, law of attraction, and see what pops up, or you could even type in quick guided meditation, manifest your dream life, something along those lines. Another big pointer, and this is something that I've said before, I personally, this is just my preference, I personally recommend picturing your next level self. Like, of course, you could sit there and visualize like yourself in 10 years, or like your ultimate goal, living in, I don't know, a mansion in Beverly Hills, or whatever that may be. But I really suggest trying to visualize your next level self. Maybe that's you in a year, or 2 years, or 6 months. Even if that is slightly more than you feel like you could accomplish in like a year, just like, where would you be at your next level? My next level is living in my 1-bedroom loft apartment. I will have my new car. I will be comfortably coaching consistently. Like, that'll be a whole separate business because I'm almost a certified coach. I'll be graduating from my coaching program in November, so that's exciting. And I also want to maybe do some retreats and some speaking events and just different things like that. That a lot of that is not what I'm doing right now, and a lot of that is pushing my comfort zone, but it is my next level self. Your next level self is not directly in your comfort zone right now. Just remember that when you're thinking of your next level self. So yeah, visualizing just that next level has made it much easier, I think, to obtain, and it's made my growth so strong, because you could possibly get overwhelmed if you're thinking way into the future, and then you're getting in your head like, how am I going to make this happen? But when it's just the next step up, the next level, the next version outside of your comfort zone, and then you get there, and then you get to go to your next level self, and on and on and on. And before you know it, you'll get to that ultimate goal that you envision. But for now, what is your next level? What does that look like? What does that feel like? And just have fun with it. Another thing though that I want to say is beware of when you start feeling obsessive over it. If you start feeling anxious and obsessive over doing this, you're not doing it right, because like I said, the big thing with the law of attraction is you want to be an energetic match for that thing that you want. And you want to feel those feelings now that you want to have when you achieve that thing. So I'm sure that thing that you want doesn't include a whole bunch of stress and anxiety and feeling like hectic. So that's definitely counteracting. For me, I'm in the process of manifesting a new car. I put a new car on my vision board, and I started getting really anxious over it. Like, I started thinking too much in the details, and then I was like, what car do I want? And I don't know. And then I was searching online too much, and it did not feel right. It felt stressful. It felt hectic. It felt like, I don't know. It just didn't feel right. So I knew that I was being too forceful and obsessive over it. And so that's when you need to take a step back and return the focus to yourself and not to what you want. That's when you need to be like, whoa, this is feeling hectic, this is feeling stressful. I need to check in with myself and get myself centered. The real manifesting happens when you let go of control. You can have an idea of what you want and feel passionate about it and visualize it and feel good about it. But when you have this control over it and you're stressing over it and you're obsessing over it, that is making it the opposite of an energetic match. So just like let it go, take a step back and check in with yourself. If you're obsessing over something and you need something in your life to be complete, that is a lie. You don't need anything to be complete. You are complete as you are. And once you realize that you already have everything that you need, the things that you might want and, are excited to experience, that's when it's gonna come. Trust that life is going to happen exactly how it's supposed to happen. I also say don't put time limits on things. Some people say, oh yeah, you can do that in a specific time, blah, blah, blah. Let go of time limits, because your mind is oftentimes just going to add some sort of unhealthy attachment to that, and maybe that there's something that would be better for your life. How many ways can I say just like let go of control? Let go of control. Be excited, Be optimistic, look forward to what you want, visualize getting that energy, but like let it happen. Let it go, let it happen. Trust that everything is happening for you in perfect timing. And give it time. Things often aren't going to just happen overnight. Like let things happen as they're meant to happen. But anyway, I should probably wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions or requests, leave them down below, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye guys.